What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be starting a new series called Let's Talk Villa and Aston Villa podcast, hosted by PJC Dubs. Hope you all have enjoyed the intro. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. But on the agenda today, we got the victory over Arsenal, we got Barkley's resurgence in club football, and of course, we're going to be talking about Grealish's performance against Ireland today. Let's get into it. First up on the agenda today, we've got that victory over Aston at the Emirates Stadium. They've come into this game off the back of a red-hot victory against Man United, a grind-out win. And we've lost 2 on the bounce against Leeds and Southampton, opposition that we thought maybe we could get a result from. Maybe not a win, but we thought that we could get a win against Leeds. I know I did. That didn't go down so well. But and then Southampton, we thought maybe a draw because they were going in on hot form as well, and they're a very good team. They still had Danny Ings at that point, you have to remember. So I would have taken a draw in that game, but lost 4-3. Frustrating defeat, but really we were down 4-1 going into like the 90th minute, but we scored 2 stoppage time goals to make it look a lot more respectable. So we come in this game a little bit off form. We know we've got more quality and a lot better mindset heading into this game. But Arsenal have come into the game on form, like I said, with that 1-0 victory over Manchester United the weekend before. And they set up to defend. Almost 6 or 7 defensive-minded players on the pitch. Elneny and Partey in the middle of the poke. And then Bellerin, Saka, and then the 3 centre-backs. And that baffled me a little bit before kickoff, because I knew we're gonna go out there and we're gonna take the game to him, because that's what we've done this season, and I love it. So our energetic midfield completely outclassed the Arsenal midfield, and Denis Ceballos I thought was an upgrade on Partey at halftime, even though he was forced off with a thigh injury. Get well soon, Thomas. But Thomas Partey isn't the player that's going to drive forward out of defense that they need. They need a little bit of a creative midfielder to at least have offered us some sort of chance going forward. We didn't get threatened at all. Martinez didn't really have anything to do coming up against his former club, which he'll be so happy that he's managed to get a clean sheet and run out 3-0 winners at that game. Just throw it right back down their throats. But, yeah, great win. And we scored in the first minute, disallowed. Barkley wasn't the keeper's eyesight. We'll let that off. 20-30 minutes later, for some lovely link-up play between Grealish and Barkley on the side. Through ball to target. Great ball. Squared across the box. Saka hits it in his own net. Doesn't really matter because Trez was going to finish it anyway, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It counts. Yeah, but then the halftime whistle blows. We go into halftime 1-0 up at the Emirates Stadium, all thinking, all right, great, so can we maintain this? Can Arsenal kind of get something going? They didn't. We go in 20 minutes after the halftime, after the second half kicks off. We score, beautiful ball from Douglas Luiz following a corner into Barkley, volleyed cross, Ollie Watkins heads home in the middle of 6 or 7 Arsenal shirts, which is just what he does. He's always in the middle, always willing to throw his head at anything that is coming his way. And then the next goal is Grealish, just beautiful one down the line from a throw from Emi Martinez. Bodies Bellerin off the ball, completely throws him around, really. Bellerin just got basically bulldozed by Jack Grealish. Beautiful through ball to Ollie Watkins, and a weak foot finish through the legs of Bone Leno. And that's all she wrote. That was the game against Arsenal, and it was just an overall great team performance that boosts the morale heading into the international break. Hopefully, Brighton, I think it's away or home, I don't know at this moment, but Brighton next up, and hopefully we can get a result there, but we'll discuss that when we get closer towards that game. But yeah, great victory at the Emirates. Definitely put us back on form and shows that we are a really, really quality team nowadays, just not in terms of quality on the pitch, but also mentally, and that mindset that we have instilled at the club through the backroom staff, through some changes in the core of the club. So, yeah, let's move on to the next topic, which is going to be Barkley's resurgence in club football. And next up is going to be Russ Barkley's resurgence in the sport. Obviously, he joined us on loan from Chelsea at the end of September, and he's just been a pure revelation so far. Been hailed by Dean Smith as such a star quality. He brings quality to the team. He links up with Jack Grealish so well, playing as a number 10 and a number 8. And he's playing with so much confidence right now. Them two link up so well. It's just beautiful to see. He's doing little Ronaldinho flicks, hovering over the ball. Against Rob Holding isn't exactly the pinnacle of modern-day defending, but still, he's just so confident with the ball at his feet. Such a great range of passing, and can shoot from distance as well. This creates so much and brings this whole jigsaw puzzle we've built at the club this season into full force, and without him, I do not think we'd be doing nearly as well as we are at the minute. And it's just amazing to see such a player of such quality come into our team after we barely survived relegation last season, and he'd just been thrown under the cupboard at the stairs at Chelsea, kind of forgotten about as a impact sub in the 85th minute to go in, maybe score a goal, get an assist, provide something. But he wasn't playing with too much confidence. We know he's a goal-scoring midfielder. Even when he was playing for Chelsea last season, he'd score goals in the EFL Cup. He'd score goals off the bench. It's what he does. He'd link up play. It's just one of his aspects. And it's great to see a player that just has so much confidence, so much range, so much ability come into this Aston Villa team and just want to be here so much. And hopefully we can get a permanent deal done at the end of the day. But it's too early to discuss that. I saw Gabriel Agbanlahor said something like we shouldn't rush in to buy him yet. We should wait till the end of the season because it's going to be a hefty fee, especially if he continues playing the way he is, which is probably going to be 35 million, maybe not 35, maybe 30 million for his signature, which I think would be more than worth it just to keep him in the team because as he continues to integrate into our starting lineup, continuing to offer more and more, and I'm just so excited to see it. In fact, I think I have his name on the back of my third kit because I just love the way he plays so much. He brings this whole Aston Villa team into perspective, really, and it's just amazing to see. And super Ross, thank you, mate. But anyway, we're going to be heading into our next topic, which is Jack Grealish's performance against Ireland today in the friendly at Wembley. Dang, look at that rhyme. Alright, big boy Jack Grealish has played against Ireland today at Wembley, like I said. And he ran the show, got an assist to Jadon Sancho, and was an overall great performance from him. But that's not what I'm going to be focusing on. I'm going to be focusing on the drama that kind of led up to the game. We all knew he'd do well. Arguably should have been man of the match. Wasn't even nominated by England. You kidding me? But, yeah, what I'm going to talk about, basically, my role, I was going to say, but what I'm going to talk about is where he fits into this England starting lineup in more competitive games, like the Nations League clashes coming up. Can he play alongside Mason Mount? Yes, Southgate says he can. There seems to be a little bit of a rivalry between those two, even though they have downplayed it. You never know, because they're obviously going to say to the press that there's nothing wrong, even when there could be something wrong, but they don't seem to be great friends, so that doesn't seem like it could be a great thing, but they can definitely play alongside each other. He linked up with Jadon Sancho for that goal, like I said. Beautiful work from Jack, great finish from Jadon Sancho. And where will Jack Grealish fit into this team? Will he be a starter? I think he personally should be right now, because Sterling hasn't been good for England in quite a while, and he hasn't been great for City this season either. Rashford's blown hot and cold this season. He's been pretty off recently, at least. I mean, he did score against Everton, but he wasn't great in that game, in my opinion, of course. United fans could think different, but, yeah, it's just kind of what I think. I think he should be a starter alongside Harry Kane up top. Obviously, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is putting in a shout to be up there as well, but you're not going to push Harry Kane out of the starting lineup, are you? And then Jadon Sancho out wide, of course. But Tyrone Mings is another player I'd like to talk about. Played today, got taken off for Ainsley Maitland-Niles, I believe. He did okay. Obviously, is he going to be an England starter? I don't think so, but maybe if they go to a 3-back, he can be that left center-back. He is a great player, but Southgate doesn't seem to rate him too highly, although he keeps him in the squad. But Southgate has got to start to put some faith in Jack Grealish, because especially if he doesn't start these Nations League clashes coming up, he's been so good this season and was so good against Ireland, he simply has to play. That's what we thought last time against Wales, and he came in as a sub and did well, but again, didn't get many minutes, so hopefully he gets minutes coming up into this game. But this has been a pretty short episode. We've got one more topic left. I assure you most of these episodes will be longer, but I just don't have much time to record right now, and I want to get this video up today. It'll probably be, if you're watching this from the UK, in the morning. We've got one more topic left, which is what we can expect from Aston Villa going in after the international break. It should be a decently lengthed one, I'd say. Is that even a word? I don't know. Yes, but our last topic of the day is going to be the favourable run of games after this international break, including Brighton, Newcastle, West Ham, Burnley, and I think one big team, maybe like a Chelsea in there, and Wolves as well. All games that we think we could get something out of, especially considering our form. Maybe one or two losses in there acceptable, but out of those next 7 games, I say we should be winning at least 4. Not at least, I'd say we should hopefully win 4 of those games, which would put us in great position to challenge for the Europa League, which is where I think we'll finish this season. I'm just so happy to see our boys clicking out on the field. We're known as the Premier League's giant slayers, now being Liverpool, Leicester, Arsenal, all the lot. I've seen some people say that we might win the Premier League. Listen, lads, we're very good, but I do not think that would happen. I'm not completely writing it off. You never know. It's an unpredictable sport, man, but yeah, I don't think we'll win the Premier League, Champions League, maybe, just maybe, but again, Sheffield United win the same spot last season. It's an unpredictable league, and especially in the current state of the world, anything could happen behind closed doors, but we seem to just have enough quality now, even without the Villa faithful in the stadium or performing on the pitch, which is just completely great to see. Such a revolutionized Villa team after a nail-biting great escape last season after the restart. It's just great to see, isn't it? But anyway, that's going to do it for me. I know it was a shorter episode for a podcast, but that's it for the first episode of Let's Talk Villa. Your host, PJC Dubs. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Drop your comments, opinions down below. And remember, up the Villa.